We got that reveal for the next Mass Effect just last week. But to temper expectations, the game might still be in a galaxy far, far away. Let's break this all down. Up next. What up guys, this is Kalo and I'm here to give you the lowdown on all things gaming. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content. Drop a like on the video and welcome to the Level Up. Of course, last week was N7 Day, and we got a whole bunch of new teases from BioWare centered around what's next in the world of Mass Effect. The crown jewel of this whole thing was this short teaser trailer that alluded to the game's next big entry. And fans were wondering, how far off is this game actually gonna be? Well, Jeff Grubb from Giant Bomb's Game Mess Morning Show, along with Timur Hussein, both revealed that according to their sources, the game is still a very long way off. Quote, "You want some original reporting? The game is just nowhere near coming out. I was told that when they revealed Dragon Age Dreadwolf in 2018, this is similar in terms of the timeline. That was announced in 2018 and we're not getting that game until maybe next year." I'm horrible at math, but let's just do some quick math here. We just got this announcement in 2023. So by that logic, this Mass Effect game will not release until 2029. I'm gonna go cry now. Now, Grubb did go on to say that this trailer, which was supposedly done all in-engine, was created to reassure fans that the next Mass Effect game was in the works. Quote, "When I asked, I was just like, hey, is this just because they have to do something for N7 Day? Yes. For this thing, that's all it is." But long development times, while they're very painful to sit through, it does raise a big question that I want to ask you guys about. Do you guys like when a gaming company drops a little teaser trailer and they know this is for a game that's just so far out from its release? Like, honestly, is it good to have the acknowledgement that a game is coming? Or would you prefer them to take a route like Bethesda took with Fallout 4 and drop an in-game trailer and say the game's coming out in the next few months? Me personally, I prefer that second method of release, but that also depends on my level of trust I have with certain developers. In this instance, we're talking about EA. Now, looking back on Dragon Age real quick, I think that trailer was dropped post-Anthem. So I guess, more or less, they viewed that trailer as damage control to distract us from what was really going on behind the scenes. But other companies that do this, and excuse the lack of better terms here, but blue-balling us has been Bethesda with Elder Scrolls 6 and Nintendo with Metroid Prime 4. Don't get me wrong, I love to see that games are in fact in the works. It gives me more content for the channel. But I also think this is something they can kind of just put out on Twitter or another platform. Also, at the same time, if there's nothing more than a logo to reveal, and this is around your next big game, what's the point of announcing anything? Sure, the search traffic will spike without a doubt, but I also feel you won't be able to fully capitalize on any hype you're generating without something concrete to show. Look at that Knights of the Old Republic remake that was revealed at that PlayStation showcase. We got that teaser trailer that got us all excited, and I gotta admit, I was very excited, but I'm pretty sure now that game's dead in the water and won't be coming out. But to kind of get back to Mass Effect real quick, I'm a massive fan of this franchise. I think instead of dropping a teaser trailer, why don't we get something along the lines of an anime or this mini-series that expands on the lore the game already has? We've seen that success other games had, like Cyberpunk 2077, that released the full game, then within a year or two, they drop Edge Runners on Netflix, which has gone over very well. Doing that would remind the general public, like, hey, Mass Effect still exists, and at the same time, it reminds true fans of the series why they fell in love with it in the first place. But I know I have a near impossible task to hold out hope that EA, of all people, will throw things back to that original trilogy and get back to what made Mass Effect great once again. Also, not to mention, this thought is popping into my head right now, 2029. That would fall under a next generation title. Good lord, this game is so far away. But with all that being said, I'm gonna pass this question off to you guys. Do you guys like little teaser trailers for games that are just so far off? Or are you like me and like a trailer that's kinda close to the game's actual release date? But that about does it here. I've been Kalo. I gave you the lowdown on all things gaming. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content. Drop a like on the video, and this has been the Level Up.